all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt, and the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now, and both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Time to see what the Bucs offense and Jameis Winston has up their sleeve. They didn't have much up their sleeve last week in that 30-10 loss to New Orleans. In fact, they didn't score an offensive touchdown in that game. First time that's happened in Winston's 3-year career.
Hard to believe, isn't it, because of the offensive weapons that they have and Winston's ability to play. But one thing that we have to take into consideration, he's been playing hurt the last few weeks. He's got an injured shoulder, and they didn't allow him to come back and play in the second half after consulting with the team doctors.
Winston now to throw on first down. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series you have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Goes underneath to Martin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A first down throw for Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's third down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player is just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. Winston from the gun on third down. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now the 6-year man from Cal, Brian Anger, on to kick. Trevor Davis, deep for Green Bay. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll set them back 5.
Still second down.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Here we go now. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
And now a first down following that long gain. To throw here. And he completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
On second down, Montgomery. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think many people thought Ty Montgomery would automatically go back to being a wide receiver this year, but it appears he's going to stay at running back. I know they drafted Jamal Williams from BYU, but Montgomery proving his worth.
And he proved it, proved it last year. 5.4 yards per carry, 4th best in the league. So they're operating in the red zone.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Here's the rookie from UTEP, Aaron Jones. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 0-0 our score. We're back to Lambeau in just a moment.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Well, let's go league-wide before this next drive starts. Last week, we discussed some of the trades that happened. Jay Ajayi did look pretty good in a Philly uniform, long touchdown run.
Boy, they really made a great deal to get him, and now they compare him with LeGarrette Blount, and you kind of got a thunder-lightning type thing. And Ajayi showed some lightning against Denver. But how about this? Kelvin Benjamin went, but on a Thursday night game, not enough time to get him ready to play for his new team in Buffalo. Jimmy Garoppolo did not play with San Francisco. We'll find out when they both will get on the field. And how about the Saints and the Cardinals? Because remember, the Adrian Peterson trade, I think it benefited both teams.
Yeah, AP went over 100 yards. Kamara and Ingram, they really settled in as well. They start the drive with Martin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On second down, Martin pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Jameis to throw it. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down right near the 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle to Evans. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Drops it off to Martin. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Doug Martin from 13 yards out. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Patrick Murray now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Set to return, this is Jeff Janis. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage,
trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Following the interception, Winston. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 2nd down following the incompletion. From the gun, Winston. Evans has it left side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got Evans. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
fresh set of downs here. To the air again with Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Evans. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. Jameis again. He gets it to Humphreys. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, Winston. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. 3rd down here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Patrick Murray now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. And Murray's kick is up and good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. First down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll bring him back within 4. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. On the return, it's Ryan Smith. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Gets around him. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, on that incompletion, let's discuss how Week 9 on Sunday, November 5th, there was a full moon, and there were some full moon happenings in the NFL, wasn't there?
There certainly were, and think about it this way. Blair Walsh, who was 16 for 17 in field goals when the game began against Washington, he missed 3 for Seattle in that game. Might have been the difference. Julio Jones.
Yeah, drop pass in the end zone that could have won the game.
When does Julio Jones drop passes, especially open as he was there? And how about two teams putting 51 points on the board? The Los Angeles Rams against the Giants. And, of course,
Philadelphia did it against Denver.
Denver, the #1 defense in the league.
Full moon. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Blue landing.
He'll look to throw. He's got his target. It's come. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, this seems like a good time to make a quick pivot here. Go back to Week 9 of the NFL because there were some pretty big milestones that were passed.
Can we start with a kicker? Because we're going
Adam Vinatieri.
Look, Adam Vinatieri to me is a first ballot Hall of Famer. I mean, what he's accomplished here, now he's in sole possession, 2nd place in the league's all-time scoring list with 2,442 points. Needs 103 more. We're chased down the Hall of Famer, Morton Anderson.
And yet Eli go over 50K passing yards. Jameis over 10K, second youngest to do that. And then Larry Fitzgerald, what did he do?
Yeah, the win against the 49ers moved into 6th place all-time in receiving yards, passing Hall of Famer Tim Brown. How about Larry Fitz?
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On play action, they'll throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Set. Blue 90.
They'll set up to throw. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's caught. Nelson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They try to fire up the running game with Martin. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now a second down throw for Winston. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. He'll look to throw. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go! 319! 319!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. To throw now on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Finds his target, Montgomery. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ty Montgomery taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was all capped on the touchdown run by Ty Montgomery. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, what a move. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's Winston. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Winston to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And his throw here's incomplete.
Can't fault the offensive line for that incompletion at all. He had all day to throw the football. Their alarm clocks went off early today, didn't they?
Absolutely they did. He was surveying, finally let it go, but incomplete. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Jameis again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here.
Green 39.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The Packers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.